Well, again, my name's Gabe Zalna. Well, what did we learn about Dylan Roof, the South Carolina shooter? Well, we apparently learned that he was on antipsychotic drugs. Do you not find that somewhat interesting? Yet he had the forethought to leave one person alive so she could tell the authorities that the reason he killed him was because, according to what she had said, he had said the black people rape our white women and the blacks trying to take over the country. Here's a guy that's on psychotic drugs to the point where he shoots 9 people, yet he had the forethought, the mental aptitude to leave one person alive to relay his message. Do you find that at all odd? I do. Let's take a look at Adam Lanza, if he even ever existed. Was he on antipsychotic drugs? Let's take a look at James Holmes, the Colorado shooter. Well, if you looked at him, you'd have to think he was right out of his mind. His eyes were rolling in his head. He had red hair. He had red chops, side chops. He looked completely insane. Let's take a look at Jared Loughner, the Tucson shooter, the one that shot Gabriel Gifford and killed a federal judge and a number of other innocent people, including a little girl. Did he look at all normal to you when he was arrested? His eyes were rolling in his head. I gotta believe he was whacked out on psychotic drugs. How about Aaron Lexus? Aaron Lexus was the African American that went to the Navy Yard and killed some people. I don't know what he looked like. We didn't see him. We didn't see much of him. How about James Holmes again? Gerald Loughner, Aaron Alexis, Dylan Roof, and if Adam Lanza even existed. Adam Lanza. What has to be investigated is where did they get these drugs? You know, the chosen one is quick to blame guns. I have guns. I haven't shot anyone. Millions of Americans have guns. Millions of Americans haven't shot anyone. I think what has to be investigated is who gave Adam Lanza, Dylan Roof, James Holmes, Gerald Loughner, and Aaron Alexis psychotic drugs. It isn't the guns that are killing people. It's the psychotic drugs that are causing the people to kill people. Again, who gave them those drugs? They probably don't even know they did what they did. They're being controlled. Who's controlling them and what's the agenda? Well, the agenda to me is more than obvious. It's to take away our Second Amendment rights. The guy with the big floppy ears, the doper, crack smoker, the homosexual at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the guy that shacked up with that freak that he's trying to justify, this transsexual Michael, he knows. I think he knows. He's trying to create a race war. That's what he's trying to do. I don't know, folks. To me, it makes no sense that this Dylan Roof character, who we've been told was on psychotropic drugs, kills 9 people, leaves 1 witness behind so she can tell the world what he told her to tell the world. He's killing blacks because they're raping our women, and he's killing blacks because they're trying to take over our country. Well, neither one's true. But it sure sounds good to angry blacks, does it not? Folks, guns don't kill people. People kill people. And people on psychotropic drugs, they don't know what the hell they're doing. You can't tell me that James Holmes wasn't completely drugged out on something. You can't tell me that Gerald Laffner wasn't completely drugged out on something. And there's still in roof a 21-year-old kid. All of a sudden he wakes up Wednesday morning, goes out Thursday morning to slaughter 9 people. Folks, this corrupt criminal administration will stop at nothing to achieve their objective. He knows he has to disarm the American people. As long as we have weapons, he can't do what he wants to do. And he knows that. Was this another one of these events? Well, if you look at the pieces of the puzzle, it sure appears that way. I told you what I think. Let me know what you think.